Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi presiding over NITI Aayog Governing Council meeting in New Delhi. Prime Minister posts video of the new Parliament building to be inaugurated tomorrow. Urges people to share it with the hashtag MyParliament MyPride. 24 MLAs take oath as ministers in Karnataka cabinet expansion. NIA raids 6 places in Madhya Pradesh in a terror funding case. Nepal Prime Minister to embark on official visit to India next week. And in Malaysia Masters Badminton semifinals, match between PV Sindhu and Gregoria Mariska Tunjung underway in Kuala Lumpur. The 8th meeting of the NITI Aayog Governing Council is underway at the new Convention Centre in Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. The meeting will focus on the theme of Viksit Bharat at 2047, role of Team India. The meeting has been presided over by Prime Minister Narendra Modi as the chairman of NITI Aayog. The day-long meeting will also discuss 7 other prominent themes which include thrust on MSMEs, infrastructure investments, minimizing compliances, women empowerment, health and nutrition, skill development, and Gati Shakti for area development and social infrastructure. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will conclude the meeting with his closing remarks in the evening. Chief Ministers and Lieutenant Governors from several states and Union Territories, Union Ministers, Vice Chairman and members of NITI Aayog are participating in the meeting. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will dedicate the newly constructed Parliament building to the nation tomorrow. Our correspondent reports that the entire premises, sprawling across 65,000 square meters, integrate regional arts, crafts and cultural motifs, honoring the diversity and vibrancy that define modern India. This magnificent structure represents not only progress, but also the evolving spirit of the nation. A report.
The new Parliament building is an architectural marvel and stands as a proud symbol of the nation's progress. While its interiors are a vibrant celebration of the country's rich cultural heritage, the modern office spaces incorporate the latest technological advancements, enabling seamless connectivity and productivity for parliamentarians. The Lok Sabha Hall, which has expanded threefold, provides ample space for 888 seats. Adorned with meticulously detailed artwork inspired by the national bird peacock, the Lok Sabha Hall reflects a sense of reverence and power. Adjacent to the Lok Sabha Hall is the Rajya Sabha Hall with seating capacity of 384. The committee rooms feature advanced audio-visual system that facilitate glitch-free discussions and deliberations. Likewise, as a beacon of knowledge, the new Parliament Library ensures accessibility for lawmakers and researchers to the wealth of information and archival materials. This new Parliament building also emphasizes environmental sustainability and has received a platinum rating for green buildings. With its captivating design, advanced amenities and commitment to sustainability, the new Parliament building is a glitter of hope, guiding us towards a stronger, more inclusive and prosperous India. With reporter Bhupendra Singh, this is Ritu Srivastava for Akashvani News.
A week after assuming power in Karnataka, the Congress government inducted 24 legislators into the cabinet today. Governor Thawar Chand Gehlot administered the oath of office to the legislators in Raj Bhavan. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar, Speaker U.T. Khadar and other cabinet colleagues were present on this occasion. The supporters and followers of the ministers who were sworn in were present in large numbers at the ceremony. After the swearing in today, the full cabinet with 34 ministers is formed today. Prominent among those inducted into the cabinet today were H.K. Patil, Krishna Bairegowda, Dr. H.C. Mahadevappa, Dr. Sharan Prakash Patil, Ishwar Khandre, Dinesh Gundu Rao, Lakshmi Hebbalkar, Madhu Bangarappa and Dr. M.C. Sudhakar. On the 20th of May, the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister along with 8 ministers were sworn in at a mammoth public function in Kantirava Stadium in the presence of senior Congress, national leaders and opposition party leaders. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said the country is now emerged as a bright spot in the global economy and it has become the 5th largest economy in the world. He inaugurated the National Conclave on 9 Saal Seva Sushashan Garib Kalyan in New Delhi today. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur and Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Dr. L. Murugan were also present during the event. Speaking on this occasion, Mr. Vaishnav said the country has made great strides in every sector in the last 9 years under the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He said a new thought process has become an integral part of every developmental and social sector scheme which has transformed the lives of people. Lauding the various initiatives taken by the government, he said the present government has laid focus on inclusive growth, social justice and empowerment of poor people. On this occasion, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said government has taken a series of measures for the welfare of the people in the last 9 years. He said the government is continuously working for the last mile delivery of developmental and welfare schemes which has eased the life of people. The minister said government has provided 3 crore 50 lakh pakka houses to poor people, which shows the commitment of the government. Criticizing the earlier government, he said earlier corruption was rampant, but now transparency and accountability have become an integral part of the governance. He said due to these efforts, the country has become the 5th largest economy in the world. He said the country's stature on the global stage has increased in recent years due to the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. As the Narendra Modi government completed 9 years in office this month, Akashvani News brings a series of special stories on the initiatives taken by the government. The reoriented Kisan Credit Card Scheme is benefiting not only farmers but also agriculture laborers to take up activities related to animal husbandry and fisheries. A report from a correspondent.
Dr. B. Narayan Swamy, the agriculture extension expert and retired principal scientist, says that Kisan Credit Card has benefited the farmers.
Specific credit requirements under a single window with flexible and simplified procedure contributing a lot to the individual development as well as overall development of our agriculture.
Narendra Babu is the lead district manager in Vijayanagara district who says that Kisan Credit Card provides loans at just 4% interest rate.
Under Kisan Credit Card, not only we are giving for the crop cultivation from 2018, for the agricultural laborers, we are giving for the animal husbandry and fisheries. For the prompt payment per annum, it is 4%.
Kisan Credit Card is meeting the short-term requirements for the cultivation of crops and post-harvest expenses. Sudhindra, Akashvani News, Bengaluru.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The National Investigation Agency NIA has raided 6 places, including the office of a lawyer in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. A report.
An NIA team of dozens of officers and about 200 policemen from Delhi and Bhopal raided several areas of Jabalpur including Badi Omti. The NIA raided the residence of city's senior advocate A. Usmani and known criminal Abdul Razzaq. According to the information, during the raid, the NIA team has detained many people in the case related to national security and terrorist funding and also seized suspicious materials including weapons. At present, no official statement has been issued by the local police or NIA on this action. It is worth mentioning that NIA had recently caught some people involved in suspicious activities by raiding Khandwa, Badwani, Sivni, Bhind while taking statewide action. This raid is also being linked to the same investigation. Sanjeev Sharma, Akashvani News, Bhopal.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has praised the activation of the 5G site at Gangotri and the dedication of the Char Dham fiber connectivity project. As with this, the country witnessed completion of 2 lakh 5G sites. In response to a tweet by Union Minister Ashwani Vaishnav, the Prime Minister tweeted good news for connectivity and tourism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 101st episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast with the entire network of Akashvani and Doordarshan, the Akashvani website, and the news on AIR mobile app. It will also be live streamed on the YouTube channels of the Akashvani, DD News, PMO, and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Akashvani will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. Since the 3rd of October 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been addressing the citizens of the country through his Mann Ki Baat program. India is observing the death anniversary of the first Prime Minister of the country, Jawaharlal Nehru. The first Prime Minister had a prominent role in India's freedom struggle. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has paid tributes to former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru on his death anniversary today. The official Twitter handle of the Congress Party also paid tributes to India's first Prime Minister on his death anniversary. Raksha Mantri Shri Rajnath Singh will visit Nigeria from the 28th to the 30th of May to attend the swearing-in ceremony of the President-elect of the West African nation, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Rajnath Singh will attend the swearing-in ceremony at the Eagle Square in Abuja on the 29th of May. He will also meet the outgoing Nigerian President, Mr. Muhammadu Buhari, during a reception hosted by him on the 28th of May. This will be the first ever visit of any Indian Defence Minister to Nigeria. The Raksha Mantri's visit will be an important landmark in building the strong bonds of friendship between the two countries. Considering the growing defence cooperation between India and Nigeria, senior officers of the Ministry of Defence and the top leadership of important defence PSUs will accompany Mr. Rajnath Singh. Nigeria is home to an estimated 50,000 members of the Indian community. The Raksha Mantri will address the Indian diaspora at Abuja during the visit. Nepal Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachand will embark on an official visit to India from the 31st of May to the 3rd of June this year at the invitation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This visit marks the first bilateral visit abroad by the Nepalese Prime Minister since assuming the office in December 2022. During the visit, Prime Minister Prachand will call on President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. He will also hold extensive discussions with Mr. Modi, focusing on various aspects of the bilateral partnership between India and Nepal. In addition to the official engagements, the Prime Minister of Nepal will also be visiting Ujjain and Indore. A prominent American lawmaker, Grace Meng, on Friday introduced a bill in the U.S. Congress to declare Diwali as a federal holiday in the U.S., a move welcomed by different communities from across the country. Meng, during a virtual news conference in the U.S., soon after introducing the bill in the House of Representatives, said, Diwali is one of the most important days of the year for billions of people across the globe and for countless families and communities in Queens, New York, and the United States. The Diwali Day Act, if signed into law, would make the Festival of Lights the 12th federally recognized holiday in the United States. Recently, the Pennsylvania State Senate passed a bill to recognize Diwali as an official holiday. Match of Indian shuttler PV Sindhu against 7-seed world number 9 Gregoria Mariska Tunjung of Indonesia in the semifinals of the Malaysia Masters 2023 in Kuala Lumpur is underway. Sindhu, India's sole shuttler in the women's singles, defeated Zhang Yiman of China in the quarterfinals yesterday. In men's singles today, Prannoy will take on Christian Adinata of Indonesia in the semifinals. In IPL cricket, Gujarat Titans stormed into the final, defeating Mumbai Indians by 62 runs in the second qualifier match at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad last night. Shubman became the second Indian batter after Virat Kohli to hit 3 tons in a season. Shubman was adjudged player of the match. Gujarat Titans will face Chennai Super Kings in the summit clash at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Events of wrestling began at the IIT BHU ground in Varanasi under the 3rd Khelo India University Games today morning. Around 240 wrestlers from different universities across the country are participating in the competitions. The events of wrestling will be conducted from today to Monday, and after that the events of Yog Asans will continue till the 3rd of June. On the other hand, the events of swimming, kabaddi and basketball are being held in Gautam Budh Nagar. India and Kazakhstan will clash in the final of the NSC's Kava Women's Volleyball Challenge Cup 2023 in Kathmandu tomorrow. India defeated Uzbekistan 25-15 yesterday. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi presiding over NITI Aayog Governing Council meeting in New Delhi. Prime Minister posts video of the new Parliament building to be inaugurated tomorrow, urges people to share it with the hashtag MyParliament MyPride. 24 MLAs take oath as ministers in Karnataka cabinet expansion. NIA raids 6 places in Madhya Pradesh in a terror funding case. Nepal Prime Minister to embark on an official visit to India next week. And in Malaysia Masters Badminton semifinals match between PV Sindhu and Gregoria Mariska Tunjung underway in Kuala Lumpur. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the Midday News.